Good morning, martial art and fitness students of Miko's Martial Arts. This is tip number 1 of our weekly tips, and joining me is Ken Gao. He's a certified UBC and cardio kickboxing trainer, as well as a certified martial arts instructor. We wanted to start the first tip with one of the basics, and that basic is the guarding stance. The purpose in the guarding stance is there's certain parts on our body that are just naturally more vulnerable to others. You have your eyes, your nose, your throat, solar plexus, and groin. So the idea with this stance is that we're putting ourselves in a position where we can respond quickly, but also make sure that we're making it harder for somebody to reach those parts of our body. So you can see that Ken's already started this stance. He stepped ahead with one foot, and he's got his feet shoulder width apart. That's important for balance, and I'll show you why when we cover a couple of common mistakes. The other thing is he has his knees slightly bent. Just like anything athletic, you always have your knees bent so you're ready to move. And here's kind of the secret. His back heel is off the ground just a little bit. That means he's ready to spring forward and move. Just like when you watch track and field and the runners get down into their marks, they have that heel off the ground so they can push off and get a lot of speed. Next, you notice that Ken's hands are up. They're both right by his cheeks, keeping his head safe. Human nature says, hit him in the head, hit him in the head, hit him in the head. So he's already got his hands in a good defensive spot. And you notice that his elbows are tucked in. They're not floating out. And he's got his chin slightly tucked, particularly important for the martial arts students because that's the last place we want to get hit. And he can also use his shoulders as defenses against chokeholds coming in or to actually block punches. Now let's cover a couple of common mistakes people tend to make. The first most common mistake people make is what they'll do is they'll put their feet so they're lined up. So Ken's going to move his feet, one behind the other side. So here you can see that his feet are very narrow. Now while he has good balance back and forth, he's got two problems. One, his balance side to side is not very good. The second problem he has, now if he wants to use his left arm or his left leg, which is in the back, he's going to have a lot of trouble because his hips aren't angled directly at the target. So if he goes to throw a punch at the camera right now, watch how much his body leans that direction. Not exactly a good way to build power. Now watch when he goes back to his good guarding stance. And now when he throws that punch, look at how he's squared right up to the target, all the energy going out where he wants his hand to go, not with them going in different directions. Another common mistake that people make a lot is they'll start to widen those elbows, and now you can see he's starting to open up that core section of his body to attacks. Not a place you want to get hit, especially if you want to keep breathing, because you get hit in that solar plexus, you'll lose your wind. One more common mistake a lot of people make is they'll take this back foot, and instead of have the toes pointing slightly towards the front, they'll turn them directly across here. While that may be a little more comfortable, the problem he has is he doesn't have that spring anymore. When that heel's up, he can spring into it. When it's here, he can lean into it, but as you can see by the body posture, all the weight's on his front foot, and he's primed to be taken down or just have a mass attack coming at him. That's tip number 1. We hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you check back again for tip number 2 next week.